Hello and welcome to Co-Learning Lounge presents IPL Fantasy Team of the Day. I'm your host Nitali Agarwal, and here we are to predict Fantasy 11 players along with their four alternatives for 33rd game of this IPL season. And the game is between Rajasthan Royals and Royal Challengers Bangalore. So, guys, a quick recap about yesterday's match between MI and KKR. So, if you see, we have seven players. I want to say seven. Eight players. Yeah, if I correctly recollect, eight players made to DT team. Out of which six were in our fantasy 11 and two were the alternative players, as well as we out of the top five performers, four players have been part of our uh, fantasy 11, and one player that was the second most performers or the second ranking performer in DT team, Pat Cummins, was one of the alternatives we provided. So if you see, stats is backing up all these decisions, and since we have changed our model further to check consistency in other formats also, that is definitely yielding good results. Along with this, guys, I would like to draw your attention towards our social media platforms where you would be able to get hold of our selected fantasy 11 players based out data driven insights. So we have, of course, this channel, that is our YouTube channel, where you can even post your feedback and suggestions or comments. If you have any confusions, do let us know. So just tell us whatever are your alternative choices, or how this data driven insight helped you in selecting the team and everything. We would love to hear from you. Along with this, we are also on WhatsApp and Telegram, where we are posting update post toss in case of any change, and also any last minute updates about the project also, or I would say latest updates in the project also. So do watch out that space between 7 p.m. to 7:20 p.m. We are posting which are the players who, if there are any changes, who are in and out. So do check out that space. Now, without any further ado, let's quickly dive into our fantasy 11 for this game. First set of players, we have our fantasy 11 keepers for today. And in that, we have ABD Villiers and Josh Butler. So ABD Villiers picks himself up because of his consistency, and Josh Butler, second most consistent player of Rajasthan Royals. So you won't like to miss on any of them. That's the reason that both of them are making to a fantasy 11 team. Moving towards the next set of players, that is our batsman category. So we have Parag, Virat Kohli, D. Padikkal, Steve Smith, and Aaron Finch. So Parag, Kohli, and Padikkal are making to a fantasy 11, although Smith and Finch are alternate choices. So Parag performed well in the opportunities he got, so he would be an X factor pick. Definitely, he would add value to your points tally in Dream Team. Along with that, Virat Kohli, he picks himself as he is back in form and his career stats are anyhow great. So you won't like to miss on our Indian captain, Virat Kohli. Moving towards D. Pettical, has been solid at the top. He is an opener and he is really doing great. So definitely you won't like to miss on D. Pedicle as well. Steve Smith misses out due to low credits, but you can still consider him because he's one of the good batsmen. Although his recent stats might not be favoring him in one or two matches, but as a player, he's definitely a great one. So based on the credits, he misses out the spot in Fantasy 11. Moving to Aaron Finch, has he had a neutral game, I would say, so far. So based on consistency parameter, he doesn't make to a fantasy 11, but definitely is one of the picks and an alternate choice for you. And he's making to a fantasy 50. Moving towards the third category, I would say the most important category is that is our all-rounder. We have Tevatia, Washington Sundar, and Ben Stokes. So Tevatia and Ben Stokes make to fantasy 11, although Washington Sundar misses out this spot. So Tevatia has come to Ara's rescue numerous times. So definitely you won't judge. You should not just judge him based on few games that he's having, or his points are not adding up much, but definitely he's a great player. And in times of distress for RR, he performs under pressure. He performs very well. So that factor also you should keep in mind. Moving towards Washington Sundar, misses out due to low credits, but he is one of our alternate choices. No reason to miss him out. If you want to replace him if you want to replace Tewatia with Sundar, that is a fairly good choice. So you can go ahead because he is picking up wickets also. Coming to Ben Stokes, he opens the batting and bowls of minimum 2 overs. So definitely he is a pick, and also he had a great English summer. So he is a pick. You won't like to miss on him, and we are seeing him after almost a couple of games. We are seeing him in Rajasthan. So definitely he is the pick for us. Moving towards our bowler category, a very, very important category, although we keep it at the last, but they do make a huge difference in your points tally. So moving towards bowlers, we have Jofra Archer, Yuzvendra Chahal, S. Gopal, I. Udana, and K. Tyagi. Out of these, Jofra Archer, Yuzvendra Chahal, Udana, and Tyagi make to a fantasy 11, although Gopal misses out the spot. He is one of the picks in fantasy 15, and alternate choice, definitely you can look out to him. So Jofra Archer, he picks himself as we have seen his dangerous side with bat and bowl both. And definitely he's one of the contender for purple cap also. So you won't like to miss on him. Moving towards Yuzvendra Chahal, picks himself as he's a wicket-taking bowler and he is also a purple cap contender. So he is also one of our great picks. S. Gopal misses out due to low credits. There is no reason that we should not take him in fantasy 11 just to balance the credits. He is missing out the spot. I. Udana, he picks at least 1 wicket every game. So 25 points are saved for you. So, and he could pick more also. So he has been performing good this IPL season. Definitely you would like to go with Udana. Moving towards K. Tyagi, an impressive young bowler with his recent stats backing him up quite well. So you won't like to miss on him as well. So definitely these are the picks. Now a quick recap about our fantasy 11. In keeper category, we have AB de Villiers and JC Butler. In batsmen, we have R. Parag, Virat Kohli, D. Padikkal. All-rounder, we have R. Tewatia and Ben Stokes. And in bowling category, we have Jofra Archer, I. Udana, Yuzvendra Chahal, and K. Tyagi. Along with this, our 4 alternative choices are: in batting category, you have Steve Smith and Aaron Finch. And in all-rounder, you have Washington Sundar. Bowler, you have S. Gopal. So this is our pick. Do let us know in the comment section whom you have picked, or if you have replaced any players. If you can provide us the reason also why you have replaced, we would be happy to hear that out also. So guys, do watch out our WhatsApp and Telegram group also. You won't like to miss on last minute updates. Now moving towards the last category and a very important one which you guys wait for, that is the pro tip of the day. So for today, the pro tip in store is choosing opening batsmen and players who walk in at number 3 or number 4 is a better choice. Most of the time, the batsmen below 4 won't get too many overs. So that's the reason that you should concentrate mostly on the top order batsmen, because they are the ones who are most likely to give you points, unless total top orders shatters down in few overs itself. So these are the picks for the day. And guys, we will again meet because today is an exciting day. It is a double header. So we will wait for you again to catch us live. Thank you. Till then, goodbye. Take care.